I'm trying to get back into my normal routine. Today's not even going to be a reset day. Today I need a recharge day. This is actually my 9th Vlogmas. The things I love about Vlogmas, and I feel like today is a good example of that, is it gives me a chance to talk to you. Hello and welcome to Vlogmas day 16. I just realized we're going to hit Vlogmas 25 before we hit December 25. That's probably going to be a little bit weird. I probably should have rethought like how I was going to structure and number these. We live, we learn. I am getting blinded by the sunlight. It is just past sunrise and I am out at Lost Dog Wash again. I am realizing this park, my hair looks so red, but also so frizzy. Oh, and hi, welcome. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time university writing instructor and a part-time content creator and indie author. Need to make sure I actually introduce myself in these vlogs. Welcome back if you're one of my lovely returning friends. It is great to have you all here for day 16 of Vlogmas. Yeah, I am very sleepy and bleary-eyed. It is 7:40 something. 7:43 in the morning. I have been up since 5:30. Tamsin has gone. This will be the first full day, the first full vlog without Tamsin in it. I did get a few texts from her this morning. So I got a text as soon as she landed. So she has safely arrived back in London. By the time you're watching this, she should be back north in Leeds. But as of now, she's still probably wandering around Heathrow Airport. So I'm going to go hiking. I'm trying to get back into my normal routine and my normal schedule and all of that, like immediately, like as soon as possible. In terms of going to bed, waking up, I was still up way too late last night, but I made myself get up at 5:30. My alarm went off. I think I was out of bed by 5:45, which is what I normally would do. Although I'm realizing this is my first time, this is the earliest I've come out here to Lost Dog so far this season. I've done one afternoon hike and one mid-morning hike, but I haven't been out here for like sunrise. And I'm realizing that because of the angle of the mountains and where the sun is coming up, the sun actually comes up over the lowest parts of the hills here, not the mountains themselves. So I would have to get out here like right at technical sunrise to see the sunrise out here. And then the sun will come up a lot faster than it does over at the Gateway Park, where the mountains are higher and the angle is different. So I might try to get out here at 7:20. The park opens at 6:44. So anyway, I will have sun on this hike. I need to get my sunglasses out. I don't really want to wear a hat, but I will get my sunglasses out. So I'm not going to go long. I'm not going to go far. I have very little energy in my body right now, but I want to go for a walk. I want to get some movement, get my blood flowing, all of that good stuff. Stretch out my legs, particularly my hips and like my hip flexors. They're just so tight right now. It's all the sitting at my desk, grading and lesson planning and stuff, which like the lesson planning is done, but the grading will continue tomorrow. Not today, because today is Sunday. So today we rest, but we also go for a short and relaxing sunrise hike. So let's go. I'm done in more ways than one, to be honest. I am so tired. And that's kind of going to be the theme of today's Vlogmas. I will try to make them not as exciting as they've been, but not as boring as I'm afraid today is going to be. The adventuring is over, and the adventuring was so much fun. Like, the past 2 weeks have truly been incredible. I don't think I've had this much fun or done this many things in that short a stretch of time since Mom and I went to England. And that is about as exhausted as I feel. But when we came back from England, I was fully on summer break, and the only thing I had to do was edit all the travel vlogs. This time, I still have at least a week's worth of teaching work that I have to do. But before I can do that, today's not even going to be a reset day. I'm not resetting anything. I'm not capable of resetting anything. Like, I need a reset day. I totally do. My apartment needs a full reset. My brain needs a full reset. My task list, I did some of that a few vlogs ago. I did like a midweek reset to kind of just be able to finish out the week. I kind of know what I need to start on tomorrow, but tomorrow will be more of a reset and like getting started and really moving forward with the week. Today, I need a recharge day. Today, before I can reset anything, I need to power down and just recharge my brain, my body, everything. I am so physically and mentally drained right now in the best way possible. Like, I am this tired for all the best reasons. Prescott, the Grand Canyon, all the shopping trips we did, all the driving around, going downtown. Like, we did so many fun things. If you haven't been watching the last several days of Vlogmas, like, no pressure, no rush. I've had some people apologize for being behind. You never have to apologize. I do Vlogmas for myself. This is a fun, creative experiment, documentation thing that I do every December. I love doing Vlogmas. And if you're behind or if you've missed a vlog, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to feel bad. The vlogs will always be here. You can go back and watch all the past 8 years of Vlogmas prior to this one. They are all in a playlist for you to watch whenever is convenient for you. So if you want to wait until January and then binge them all, go for it. I will not be offended. So yeah, it has been an incredible past couple of weeks, and that is why I'm so tired. So like, I get it. I understand it. But now I need to start recovering from the last couple weeks. No regrets, but I need to make some very strategic choices going forward. And one of those choices is to spend today doing as little as possible. But today is going to be a full-on physical and mental recharge. I'm going to do as little as possible today. I do need to do some laundry, and I do need to do some more vlog editing. I need to get home and publish Vlogmas Day 14, and then throughout the day, I need to edit Vlogmas Day 15 and get that uploading tonight for tomorrow. Laundry and Vlogmas editing is really the only thing, like the only tasks I'm going to do today. Other than that, I've got a ton of Vlogmas videos from other people that I am behind on that I need to watch. So it's just going to be a kind of recharging myself, relaxing on the couch kind of a day. So I don't know how exciting this vlog will be, but I will try to make it as exciting as possible. And on that note, I'm going to get home because I'm tired and I just want to get changed, cleaned up and changed into my comfy cozies, and probably get the laundry going so that I can just get that done and get on with relaxing. So let's go home. Okay, afternoon update. It is 12:42. I am very comfortable on the couch. I'm in my new Grand Canyon sweatshirt, which is very snuggly, and I've got 2 blankets. I've got all the doors and windows open. Well, not the front door, but the balcony door and all the windows. I've got my wax melt going, so it smells very festive in here. I've got the tree beside me. I've got Jorvik and Rudolph hanging out with me because I'm 43 going on 5. The older you get, the more you just want to be a kid again, right? I've just been watching a bunch of stuff on the Peacock app and getting caught up on some of the reality TV shows that I watch on there. I've just had a text from Tamsin. She has been home for around 45 minutes. So Tamsin is safe, she's home, she's getting settled in and comfortable, I'm sure. I've done the laundry and it's all hanging on the drying rack. I still need to edit the vlog. I will get it edited, and I will get it edited tonight, like by tonight, probably sooner. Part of me feels like I should sit up and like do the editing now. I might give myself another hour to just relax here. I should make coffee. That's what I should do. And then maybe when my coffee is done, then I can do some editing. Oh, I'm so tired. Like, it's a good tired. I don't feel bad today. I do generally feel pretty good today. Sleepy in that like good kind of way. My hair is just impossible today. But I literally did not care. Like, this is just, it's just like, we're just going very natural, very fresh. I've put a tiny bit of brow and mascara color on. Otherwise you would not be able to see my eyebrows or my eyelashes, because not a natural redhead. I'm definitely a natural blonde. Particularly my lashes and brows. They are super pale compared to the rest of my hair. That would be the Scandinavian genetics on my dad's side. Yeah, I need to tint my brows. I had thought originally, that today would be just a beauty reset day, like do like full skincare and maybe a mask or something like that, and like tint my brows and all of that stuff that honestly needs to be done. The various little beauty things that I do here at home. So yeah, I thought I would do that. And then this morning, once I got home from hiking, it was just like, I literally just want to whack my hair up in a top knot, in a scrunchie, throw on a comfortable sweatshirt, and collapse on the couch. And that is exactly what I've done. So I'm enjoying a super cozy day, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's just where we're at. I'm just relaxing and watching TV, and I'm enjoying all the lights and Christmas decorations and getting lots of fresh air. It's a beautiful day today. It is, I think, getting up to 70 degrees. It's 68 out there right now, so it's not cold, and it'd probably feel warm if I was like sitting out on my balcony in the sun, but it is just really beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I would prefer it to be as cold as possible, but I would much rather have 68 and sunny every day than 100 and whatever, 100 million degrees like we normally get in the summer. I just feel like it's not cooling down the way I feel like it's supposed to. This still feels just a little bit warm, but maybe I'm never a good judge. It might be average. I'm tired of anything above 65 at this point. I just want it to be cold. And my mom told me that she read an article that said it was supposed to be colder than usual this winter. When? When is that supposed to start? I want to know. Like, colder than usual for 1 week in January? That's probably what's going to happen. To be fair, winter doesn't usually fully arrive in Phoenix until like right at Christmas and like between Christmas and New Year's, and then January will be the coldest month, and then when it has been a colder than usual winter, that is typically January, February, and March will then be what's colder than usual. December is still more like autumn, which in Arizona, our autumn is everyone else's high summer. So anyway, you can tell that there's not much for me to talk about today if I'm really talking about the weather. So I'm going to finish making my coffee and I'm going to go sit back down on the couch and relax. And I hope that this vlog is still managing to be somewhat entertaining. I know the lighting keeps going in and out. It's so bright behind me. I'm gonna go back to getting to relaxing on the couch with my coffee, and then hopefully tomorrow I can make this more entertaining. But this really is what you get with Vlogmas. Sometimes it's grand adventures and road tripping up to the Grand Canyon, and other days it's me alone in my apartment doing absolutely nothing and feeling slightly delirious with exhaustion. So that's what this vlog is today. So I'm gonna go back to the relaxing, and I will try to come up with something more interesting to talk about in a few minutes. Okay, it is now 3:37 and Vlogmas day 15, 16, 15. This is 16. Vlogmas day 15 is finally edited and it is currently exporting. I still need to do the thumbnail and pull the timestamps for it, but I will do that later. Right now, I'm tired and I just want to sit on the couch and watch more YouTube and eat my popcorn. I love this bowl. I got it at Target a few years ago. It was only like $5. No more than $8. It was under 10, I know that. On the bottom of the bowl, on the inside, which you can't see right now because of all of my popcorn, there's a picture of Santa and his sleigh with the reindeer. So there's a little surprise when you finish whatever you put in the bowl. This very quickly became my popcorn bowl. So I have made myself some popcorn in my new popcorn maker. Looks like the vlog is done exporting, so I can close that and close my laptop. I will be very happy in like the next day or so, I think, once I have like properly gotten into, you were too low. There we go. Once I have properly gotten into like a editing routine that's like consistently this time every day kind of a thing, I think mornings are going to be good. So I'll be very glad once I get into that editing routine for the rest of Vlogmas, and also kind of get back into a vlogging routine. All of the traveling and adventuring and all of this has been so much fun, but it does make vlogging a little bit more of a challenge, because when I'm vlogging here at home, when it's just a day at home, I can envision the day better, and so then I can visualize the vlog better, and so I know roughly what I'm going to be filming throughout the day and when, you know, when to time the vlogging breaks and things like that. And Vlogmas, I was thinking about this earlier on the hike and started talking about this a little bit on the hike. Like, I do Vlogmas for me. I don't do it for other people. And this is something I could talk about more in more detail in a future vlog if anyone is actually really interested, because I have lots of thoughts about Vlogmas from both a viewer perspective and from a creator perspective. I've got a lot of thoughts about Vlogmas as like a concept on YouTube. And I feel like when people start a channel, they think or they feel like they need to do Vlogmas too. And it can seem like a good idea strategically in terms of content and growing a channel and building an audience and all of those things. But the reality of Vlogmas is a little bit different. So I do Vlogmas for me. I have always done it purely because I love it as a viewer and as a creator. It's my favorite time of year on this platform. I think YouTube is just the best place to be during December because of Vlogmas. So I love Vlogmas. And as I was explaining earlier in my car, December is typically my best and most exciting and happiest month. We've got the weather getting cooler, winter solstice, Christmas, winter is coming, the weather's getting cooler here. My seasonal depression finally disappears for the season because I get seasonal depression in the summer, not in the winter like most people do. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I think I already mentioned that, but like there's just a lot. I'm on winter break, but the weather is good so I can actually go out and do stuff. I can go sit on a patio and have a coffee with a friend, or go out to eat, or, you know, just I can go run more errands because I don't feel like I'm going to melt every time I set foot in a parking lot and get out of my car. So like December is, if I'm going to daily vlog any month of the year, this is going to be that month. And so it just kind of works out perfectly for Vlogmas. And I like the idea of daily vlogging at least 1 month out of every year for me, because it kind of gives me a snapshot for each year of where my life was at. It's good to like daily vlog the last month of the year because then I'm more likely to mention things from earlier that year since the last Vlogmas. Typically Vlogmas is only 24 days, December 1st through 24th. Mine is always a little bit longer than that, and then this year it's supersized with starting a week early. But typically, you know, it's like 25 days of a daily diary of my life. And so I've always liked that about Vlogmas, and I've always done Vlogmas just for me. And if I go back and watch any of my vlogs from previous years, it's going to be my travel vlogs and it's going to be Vlogmas. I will go back and watch random other vlogs like from a PhD and stuff, but Vlogmas is, it's my favorite. So I do Vlogmas for me. And I was counting it up earlier. This is actually my 9th Vlogmas. This is my 9th time doing this. So you all are always so lovely in the comments telling me not to stress myself out, not to overdo it, and if I need to take a day off as a break or something, you understand. And I love that. I love that you're so understanding. And just know, like, even if you weren't understanding, I would do that if I needed to. Like, even if you were telling me you can't take a break, I would if I needed it. So if I ever seem like I'm stressing about Vlogmas or something, I'm not. I'm just stressed in general. But Vlogmas is one of my, it's my favorite thing about being on YouTube, and I genuinely love doing this, and I love the filming and the editing. But there is a challenge when you daily vlog as opposed to when you film a full day vlog that's not part of like daily vlogging, if that, like the way my vlogs usually are. I will plan those vlogs out a week or so ahead of time. I will jot down a few things I think I'm going to do, and I will have a rough, like not even an outline, but just a rough idea of what theme or what focus that vlog is going to have. With Vlogmas, there's no way, even with a normal Vlogmas of 24 vlogs, there's no way that I could plan out to that same minimum level that many vlogs back to back to back to back to back all month long. There is no plan. A huge part of Vlogmas is just turning on the camera in the morning and just seeing where the day takes me. So I do feel like today has been just a little bit boring, but it's just because I'm so tired. And and editing tomorrow's vlog has definitely like reduced my capacity even more. Like for the rest of the day, I really am just going to be sitting here watching Vlogmas, because like other people's Vlogmas, because I don't have anything left in me. I do want to try to do some reading later, but yeah, I love Vlogmas. I really do. Even on days like this where I'm not doing much, I still enjoy it, and I'm still having fun, and I'm still having a really cozy and relaxing day, and I enjoy documenting that, even if I don't have a whole lot of like interesting things to say, or I'm not doing a whole lot of interesting things. But I know the majority of you really like the cozy at-home vlogs, so I hope you're enjoying this. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because I still feel like I'm talking absolute nonsense half the time in this vlog. But I'm gonna get some YouTube turned on and relax and eat my popcorn. I started recording and then suddenly it wasn't recording, and I don't know where it cut me off, so we're just starting this bit over. I've just been rambling for at least a few minutes about how warm and cozy and glowy it just feels in my apartment right now, talking about how I leave my Christmas tree lights on all day long, even though during the daytime you see they're on, but they don't light the apartment because the outside daylight is so bright that that's what lights up the room. Like the tree doesn't give off enough light to outdo the natural daylight, if that makes sense. So like my mom doesn't usually turn the lights on the tree on during the day. Her timer turns them on around the time of sunset, which is probably a very normal thing to do. Let me know. This can be one of our questions for this vlog. Do you have your lights on your tree during the day when it's light out, or do you only turn the lights on at night when it gets dark out? I am like, lights are on. If I am home, the tree lights are on. Moment I wake up, I turn them on, particularly because I wake up before the sunrise these days. So when I wake up, the lights go on, they stay on. I will only turn the tree lights off if I'm leaving my apartment to go run an errand. Then as soon as I come home, the lights go back on. I feel like tree lights are to December what music is to me all year long. Like I can't function without music. The only time that music or something like background noise isn't playing in this apartment is when I'm vlogging. During December, when my tree is up, I cannot be in the same room as a Christmas tree and not have the lights on. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So let me know in the comments. So like, I really would be curious to know in the comments, do you turn the lights on your Christmas tree on during the daytime, or do you wait until it gets dark outside to turn the lights on? Because like during the day, I can see the ornaments. I don't need the tree lights to be on. But I need the tree lights to be on. But this is my favorite time of night, right? Like the sun has gone down, the outdoor lights have clicked on, it's dark in my apartment, so like I've got the Christmas tree is now like properly glowing. This whole like corner of my apartment that I've been showing you all afternoon. Like I love it. I love it. I need it. I need it. I need all year long, from the moment I take my tree down in January, which is usually somewhere around Epiphany. Like I will leave it up through Epiphany for sure, but I try to take it down close to Epiphany, but I'm not always successful at that. But for the whole time that it's on, it just is the best. And from the moment the tree comes down, I miss it. And so then it goes up in like mid-November. I've never liked taking the tree down. I've never liked packing the Christmas decorations away. As a kid, I always would try to argue to leave them up as long as possible. I can't even think straight. Like, I'm so tired from all of her fun adventures. I'm glad to have time to myself, and I'm glad to have time to kind of retreat into my hermit hole a little bit. But it has been a good distraction from some of the things I've been thinking about and struggling with, and the way my brain has been feeling. And I think one of the reasons why I was struggling with overstimulation so much with all of the fun adventuring we were doing was because I was already feeling really overstimulated. It's just been such a long semester and such a difficult semester so far. Every semester is different, and we'll probably talk more about this another day when I can just think a little bit more clearly. But every semester is different, and every semester you're going, as a teacher, you're going to have, and same thing as a student, I noticed this as a student as well, you think you have a similar routine from one semester to the next, but every semester your schedule is different. Every semester the people you're interacting with are different, either the classmates that you are interacting with, or in my case as a teacher, the students I'm interacting with. So those personal dynamics change, and then that impacts how you feel. Having a group of students that is just slightly more or slightly less engaged than another group of students is going to impact my energy levels. And so like this semester, the 3 classes I was teaching in person, those students were all super dialed in, super engaged. They were all, you know, really advanced, which meant I had to work harder to like keep them interested. That was an exciting challenge, but that was also an exhausting challenge. And then there've just been things with work, and I've taken on some different roles and responsibilities, not to the extent that it's added that many more hours to my day, but like it's added a couple more meetings to my schedule throughout this semester. But then more emails and more things that I'm just thinking about. And so every semester is different. And so I don't feel the same way every December year after year, because every fall semester is a little bit different. And I just feel like this fall semester has been really challenging, because on top of all the differences, like having 3 really super engaged groups of students, having this extra role that I took on at work, and the extra just few bits of things that came with that. There's been all of that, but then like you're not even seeing the things I'm cutting out. One of these days I should just put up a vlog that I don't edit, so that you can see when my brain buffers. All the jump cuts in this like segment of the vlog here are because I'm literally losing my train of thought mid-word, not even mid-sentence, mid-word of a sentence. I forget what the next word I'm going to say was supposed to be. So this semester has been a lot harder than previous fall semesters because of all the physical, mental, emotional, cognitive, like all of that. The brain fog, the fatigue, the difficulty concentrating, the emotional regulation issues that I've been struggling with, the presumably perimenopause, basically. It's a lot. And so you add on a 2-week wild ride adventure around Arizona with Tamsin, and it, again, no regrets. It just probably was a bit more than my brain could handle, and didn't know that back in May when we were planning her trip. A lot of this really has gotten progressively worse since like July and August. I do feel like the extra work of the semester, so like I feel like over the course of the summer I was doing okay, and a lot of these things were little changes that I just at the time assumed were fibromyalgia and assumed were part of a delayed response to the heightened activity of the England trip. But as we got into the fall semester and other symptoms started popping up, that was when I started realizing this isn't just fibromyalgia. I think this is something else. Top of my list once my grades are posted is to, I have been collecting names of doctors from my aunt, from my therapist, from a few different people. So once I'm done with teaching and I have a little bit of free space in my brain, I'm going to start looking up doctors. I really, really, really want to at least narrow down who I want to go with, verify that they're accepted by my insurance company, and call and make that appointment, even if that appointment won't be until after the new year. It's probably going to take me several months before I can actually see a doctor. But yeah, today I'm really feeling it. Like, today's felt really good. It's felt really good to just relax and not do anything. Like, I'm glad the vlog is edited. I need to start uploading it. I need to find my charger because I think I need to plug in my laptop before I can start uploading tomorrow's Vlogmas. But like, that's done. I was thinking of starting to edit this vlog tonight. I think before I go to sleep I might at least get the footage imported, but I will do that later tonight. For now, I'm just going to continue having a really cozy evening in front of the tree. I think I'm going to turn on the other candles that are at the top of the fireplace, also battery operated, because I'm telling you, battery operated candles. I do love a good scented candle, but I light them I keep them lit for far too long than you're supposed to do with real flames. Yeah, and I would go through so many taper candles if I used real taper candles, and I would probably burn my apartment down. So battery operated candles for the win. So I'm gonna get the last of those. So I'm gonna get some more of those turned on. I need to get something sorted for dinner. I just don't really, I feel like I'm too tired to be hungry. Didn't know that was a thing. But I know I will probably get hungry very soon, so I need to just eat something. So I need to sort that out. And yeah, just gonna watch more Vlogmas vlogs. I've started watching, I'm torn between like going through it one channel at a time, whose Vlogmas vlogs I want to watch, and binging the first several days, versus just like watching a little bit of everyone each day, because I need to catch up. I think starting tomorrow when I'm grading, I might just start binging, but tonight I'm just wanting a little bit of everyone because I haven't watched anyone for 2 weeks, pretty much. So, yeah, more Vlogmas vlogs tonight. Anyway, enough random chat from me. I feel like that's all this vlog has been, is random chat. But I am feeling really chatty. We can talk about that maybe more in the next segment. But I need to stop chatting and just go get some food and then lay back down, because I can already feel I've been sitting up for 15 minutes and that's been 10 minutes longer than my body has really wanted to sit up for. So yeah, okay, anyway, back to relaxing for me, back to cozy festive B-roll for all of you. Okay, I'm here with Rudolph. It's nearly 8:30, so I need to wrap up this vlog and wrap up the night. I think I'm gonna go get ready for bed and then get in bed and do some reading, because I haven't done any reading today, and I do want to try to get back into like a daily habit of reading for like at least 30 minutes. I just want to do a lot of reading this month. I love reading festive Christmassy romances. I want to read a bunch of those. So I want to do some reading, and then I definitely want to go to bed early-ish tonight. I stayed up way too late last night and then still woke up at 5:30. So I'm finding that I can force myself to get up at 5:30. Like, waking up and getting back onto my wake up schedule isn't a problem. But throughout the last couple weeks, I've just been staying up way too late each night, especially for getting up as early as I like to. I need to break that habit and get back to my old habit of going to bed by like 10 at the latest. I've been staying up until like 10:30 or 11 or even a little bit past 11, and that's just if I'm waking up at 5:30 or 6. Anything past 11 is definitely too late. But I've just been watching lots of YouTube videos. There's a few creators who I like watching, especially at this time of year, but who do longer vlogs, like an hour-long vlogs. And I'm thinking I'm going to be watching a lot of those throughout this coming week, because I can just have them playing in the background while I'm doing all the grading that I have to do. So I'll either sit here on the couch and grade and watch Vlogmas on my TV, or I will work at my desk on my work laptop and have my personal laptop on the little laptop stand next to my external monitor and have YouTube vlogs on that. So I'll probably do a mix of both. So come back to the next vlog, and the next vlog, and the next vlog, the next several vlogs, the next 5 for sure from Monday through Friday are going to be very teaching and grading heavy. But we're also kind of getting back to normal-ish vlogs. So long, chatty, cozy vlogs focused on teaching and writing. I really want to start writing again. So I think tomorrow my focus, I can already feel my brain like going, I don't want to work tomorrow. Like, I really just want another day to just lay on the couch and be totally lazy. I need that so bad, but I have a lot of grading to do, and I would rather have a few days at the start of the week really working hard and seeing how much I can do in a day within reason. I'm not going to torture myself, kind of a thing, but I don't want to ease up off the gas pedal too much over these next few days. I want to try to set a really good steady pace. I have a set list of tasks that just have to be done, and once those tasks are done, I'm on winter break. So it really doesn't matter how many hours I work this week. It's just I have to get this work done. And I could take into next week, the week of, I think that's the 16th, but I don't want to. I want to finish on the 13th. So my grades are due on the 16th. My syllabus is due on the 20th, but I do not want to be working the week after this coming week. So we will see. But I do want to do some writing as well. I'm feeling very overwhelmed by everything that I know I have to start doing tomorrow, though. So I've just been having a really cozy night with Rudolph. For anyone who's new since Vlogmas, because I don't think I've like featured them, but Jorvik, the Viking squirrel, was a new friend, new purchase I made in England. I got him in York. But Rudolph here is, if I'm 43, almost 44, Rudolph's probably 38 years old. You're looking pretty good, buddy. His nose still very red. Everything's still attached. Ribbon's got a little bit frayed on one end, but not bad. But yeah, one year, many years ago, I think it was when I was 5, we were living in Stuttgart. I know that much. So that would have been somewhere between the ages of 5 and 7. Other military brats out there like me who can remember the year something happened based on where you were living, where your parent was assigned. That is the only way I can remember roughly what age I was for different memories. But yeah, we were living in Stuttgart, so I would have been somewhere between 5 and 7. So he'd be between 38 and 36 and 38, something like that. But yeah, one year I, for some reason, don't know what possessed me, but I asked Santa Claus for Rudolph. Like, was seeing a Santa Claus at, I think it was at the Officers Club, and Santa says hello and asks me if I'd been good that year, all the typical Santa Claus questions. He asked me what I wanted, and I said, I want Rudolph. And he looked at me and was like, my Rudolph? Yeah, I want Rudolph. I'd probably been asking for a pony for a couple years and hadn't gotten a pony, so I thought, well, let me try my luck with a reindeer. And so on Christmas morning, on the couch next to my stocking, because we didn't have a fireplace in our 4th floor walk-up apartment in German apartment building, there was Rudolph on the couch with a note from Santa saying that he needed the real Rudolph to help guide his sleigh, but he hoped that this Rudolph would be a good enough substitute. And I think it worked out, because he's been my companion for many, many years. I lost him for a while. I didn't lose him, but he was in a box in the storage unit that my parents had a bunch of stuff in storage in, and then we got those boxes and put them in my parents' garage, and Mom and I have been slowly going through all those boxes, and I think it was last year or the year before I found him. And he was one of the stuffed animals that I was like desperate to find again, because I had such a strong memory. So yeah, he now lives on the couch with my other like wintry Christmassy cushions and blankets and stuff, and he's nice to snuggle with on a December evening while I'm watching Vlogmas. Yeah, so Rudolph and Jorvik, they've both been keeping me company tonight, and I've just been having a really cozy evening. I do need to wrap up this vlog because I need to go get in bed, and I do think I have chattered on enough today. But in addition to like getting back to more normal but festive content, like the normal content but make it festive kind of a thing, normal vlogs but make it Vlogmas in terms of teaching and writing and all of that stuff. And also on the theme of earlier talking about like how much I love Vlogmas. One of the things I love about Vlogmas, and I feel like today is a good example of that, is it gives me a chance to talk to you. And I feel like we've been doing so much over the last 2 weeks that the vlogs have been talking about what we've been doing and giving you more context and more information and filling you in on things that like we did but that I couldn't quite capture and stuff, or sharing more of my reactions to some of the things that we've done. And I feel like I haven't yet really gotten to chat with you. And some of you are probably thinking, God, you've been talking plenty in the first, 15 days of Vlogmas. What are you talking about? But I think most of you will understand what I mean. And my favorite thing about Vlogmas is that each day it is kind of an opportunity to just turn on the camera and see what comes up, see what's on my mind, see what I feel like talking about, and then getting your responses to that. And because it's daily vlogs, and because I'm slightly ahead of like when you're watching, like I'm filming this today on Sunday, I'll edit it on Monday, and it will go up on Tuesday, so there's a couple days delay. But it's a lot more immediate, because normally what I'm filming, by the time it goes up, it's like a week after I filmed it. So Vlogmas feels a little bit more live and immediate in a way, because there's not as much of a delay. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to talking to you. I feel like I've got so much I wanted to talk about this December in Vlogmas. If there's anything in particular that you want to hear me talk about, please just let me know in the comments. I know I asked you a question earlier, I think, about because I am curious, do you turn your Christmas tree lights on during the day, or do you only turn them on at night when it gets dark outside? So that was the question I asked earlier. But I think another question I'd ask was, is there anything you would like us, it's me talking to the camera, but it's still like, is there something that you want us to talk about in any of these vlogs? Is there something you'd like to hear me talk about so that we can then talk about it together in the comments? I would love to know. because I do Vlogmas for me, but I also do it for you. I do it for this community. Going back earlier, I said I had a lot of thoughts about Vlogmas, and that can be a separate video. But one of the things I would say is, like, I don't make Vlogmas vlogs to try to attract new subscribers. I like to talk to those of you who have already been here throughout this past year, chatting with me in the comments, us getting to know each other throughout this year. This is a chance for us to really kind of hang out and talk on a daily basis. And as I say that, I am mindful that I am a few days behind on replying to comments, but generally give me another couple days, I'll get caught up on the comments, and then I'll be able to reply more immediately to comments, especially once grades are done and stuff. But yeah, Vlogmas is a great opportunity for us who've been here in this community throughout this year to just hang out even more and talk even more. So if there is anything that you think would be fun to talk about, let me know in the comments and I will include that in a future Vlogmas vlog. But on that note, tomorrow's vlog is fully uploaded, so I am going to take myself and my iPad with the Kindle book that I'm reading into my bedroom, get ready for bed, do some reading, probably turn on my Aurora Borealis lights, and then try to get to sleep by 8:40. It's 8:42. I can definitely turn out my lights before 10. I'm gonna aim for before 9:30. Depends on how sucked into Avon Ellis's book I get. I'm gonna have to try to like not read past 9:30. But yeah, I'm gonna go read and then go to bed, and I will pick up the camera bright and early tomorrow morning. So I will see you all tomorrow in the next day of Vlogmas. If you've enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Let's talk about Christmas tree lights and potential Vlogmas topics in the comments down below. And I will see you all tomorrow in the next day of Vlogmas. Thank you very much for watching today. Bye!